Fellow Americans, good morning. Certain dates echo throughout history.
The January 6th insurrection.
January 6th attack on the United States Capitol.
The January 6th Capitol insurrection.
January 6th.
January 6th.
January the 6th.
January 6th.
Including dates that instantly remind all who have lived through them where they were and what they were doing when our democracy came under assault.
These clear acts of sedition and violence and terrorism.
A violent terrorist attack on the Capitol.
Such an attack on our democracy.
Violent attack to overthrow an election.
The worst attacks in American history.
If I can't have it my way, I'll burn the whole country down.
Dates that occupy not only a place on our calendars, but a place in our collective memory. December 7th, 1941. September 11th, 2001. And January 6th, 2021.
Newsflash, nobody gives a fuck about it. We all admit that shit was pretty dumb, but that's about it. When we saw the news, we were shocked and we were kind of tense. Like, damn, then we forgot about it by the 10th. Nobody's walking around stressing over Jan 6. It happened and that was it. We haven't gave a damn since. It's all good when riots are kept in the hood, but now you're freaking out cause this was in the neck of your woods. Now it's a big deal. Now it gets real. Now it's important to us. Not back then in 2020 when stores were boarded up. Not back then when goods were looted and folks were brutalized. Not then, but right now, cause it happened to the suit and ties. That shit's way above my head. We were fucking shit up all year with demonstrations that left dozens dead. But people like Nancy didn't flinch, in fact they loved it then. People will do what they do, bitch, ain't that what you said? Yep. There's literally compilation videos of you and all your colleagues inciting this kind of crap. So it's very fascinating to watch you swallow your words. You put your own foot in your mouth and now you're forced to dial it back. It's fine when you encourage it in my town, in his town, in her town, when the whole fucking city's being burnt down. You smile as you give the green light for mobs to rob shit, but as soon as it comes close to you, then it's a problem. Got it. I don't condone what happened on that day, especially the officers that were assaulted. I would never dare. But as for all the politicians that were there, you fuck us over all the time, so don't expect us to care. I care more about the store owner that's getting beat down in front of his shop just for trying to protect his place of business. He would probably help me if he saw me on the ground dying. Y'all wouldn't do a damn thing. Shit, you'd probably say good riddance. You'd walk right over me like I was a crack and you were trying to save your mother's back like a 5-year-old kid. If you did acknowledge me, you'd probably nudge my body and go, aw, little fucker must have died of COVID. You know it's true. Stop bluffing. They do absolutely nothing that is trusting. Kamala, for you to compare this to Pearl Harbor and 9/11 is disrespectful and fucking disgusting. That's the most self-centered thing that I've ever seen. Compared to those events, it's not even worth remembering. No one that I know is even still paying attention to it. We'd all forget this shit in like a month if nobody mentioned it. Yep. And you know it too. You're gonna milk this thing and squeeze it till it's bone dry and it won't drip any juice, while your stupid committee's wasting money convicting people from a year ago while CNN runs continuous loops. We would rather hear you address a million other issues. We don't want to listen to you cry. Get a fucking tissue. So many things could be dealt with in a jiff, but you would rather sit in front of us and smell your own shit. I refuse to show concern for a group of people that I have no respect for. I won't go there. I'm not happy about it, I'm not mad about it either. I'm just neutral on the issue, I just don't care. Yeah, I'm back. I love high gas prices. I love paying more for groceries, and I really love seeing taxes rise. It's so good knowing that I'm giving more but receiving less. It makes me feel humble, but I'm gonna stop with the sarcasm right there, cause I swear we're living in a real jungle. It's what? Pretty simple to me though. It's way past being left or right. Just use your head and common sense and think about how you've been affected in daily life. Is it easier or is it harder? That's the most important question you should think of first, cause life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse. Ask me? I think we're fucked. Don't give me that look. look, everything sucks. Have you gone outside? Have you been to the store? Have you compared the prices to a year before? Do you drive a car? Have you pumped gas? Don't lie to me now, it sucks ass. You could brush it off like it's a fucking joke, but the media lies, numbers don't. Well, you can't blame Biden, it isn't him. Well, who the fuck is it then? What jacked up the prices? I wanna know why I spend so much up at Conoco. I don't know. I think it's insane that the leader of the country gets no blame, cause the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as fuck. I'm just saying, now watch. Down in the comment section, someone's gonna give us an economy lesson. I can't wait to hear your expert analysis on fluctuation and how expenses balance. Hey, it's all a part of the process. What the hell you bitching for? It's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 16 cents that I saved on hot dogs for 4th of July. What a fucking steal. Too bad I spent more on gas just to get to Target. So by the time I got done buying all this shit and filling up my car, I had way less than when I started. Now, I don't really call that saving. No, I call that losing money. It doesn't take a genius to do simple math, but apparently you can't, so who's the dummy? Probably still me. I'm just pissed off. This inflation's fucked up, but I gotta sit here and act like I love this administration with a thumbs up? Stupid. Everything is hell, but you act like I'm supposed to be in heaven. You know our country ain't doing too good when the Waffle Houses start to close at 11. Dude, he can barely talk, and don't act like I'm being overzealous. Every time the man speaks, I have no fucking clue what he's trying to tell us. Every speech is like a gag reel. Every time I see this shit, I'm like, is that real? Well, considering the fact that the only other option was Trump, I don't think it's such a bad deal. Fuck that, I want a strong leader. The strength of a man should be constantly tested, especially when you're in the most powerful position in the world. That should be not even a question. There's really not enough words that can describe the craziness we're facing, dude. But the crazier part is there's still people you need to sit down and really explain this to. Come on, man. Just watch a press conference. You'll see that Joe is all gone. He literally says out loud that he has a list of people he's supposed to call on. And even then he fucks that up. The whole thing is hella awkward. COVID-19 ain't his biggest enemy. It's the goddamn teleprompter. It feels like we don't even have a leader. It's like we're all just following blindly. Each of my grandparents could run circles around him in a debate and they're almost 90. Look at him. Don't take it from me. Go listen to him. It's not a rumor.
You gotta, I mean,
Today, Junior! Jesus Christ, go on YouTube and click any video of Joe Biden and check out the like and the dislike ratios. That should prove to you that no one likes him. I don't agree with anything he's done. His decisions affect me in many ways. If it was up to me, I'd rather have mean tweets and cheap gas any day. I don't like Biden. What good's he done for us? I think Afghanistan pretty much sums it up. What a dumb adult. My stomach does somersaults when I think about those 13 soldiers that were killed to fucking gall. Then he goes to the service and keeps checking his watch like he has somewhere better to be. I swear the disrespect doesn't stop. Pick your fucking head up. Look at the women and men you killed. I don't understand how anyone could even defend you still. And if they do, they either don't know what they're talking about or they're lying to themselves, cause they know damn well you're a problem now. Pulling out was a good choice. Not the way you did it though. Kamala's probably sitting there like, oh my god, we did it, Joe. Speaking of her, where's she been through all these deadly days? As soon as shit erupts and hits the fan, Kamala's MIA. Not like she does anything anyway, so fucking useless. Law and order, crisis at the border, she don't fucking do shit. Just a talking head, paired up with the Walking Dead, breaking absolutely every word that was promised or said. Every time I see their faces on TV, it's such a bummer. I feel like I'm watching the 3rd installment of Dumb and Dumber. And on top of all that, they put another ban on ammo, trying to disarm Americans, but equip the Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect their families are the scary ones. You put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do in your own people. You don't care about this nation. Fuck you, that's from me. Fuck you, that's from them. Fuck you from everyone that's still stuck in Afghanistan. Fuck you from the men and women who died for this country. And fuck you for every time you lie to cover up something. You blame this on Trump. How the fuck is this even his fault? You're in charge now, not him. That's just your default. Whenever something goes wrong, you flip and say he did it. But whenever something goes right, you're quick to take the credit. You undid almost all of Trump's agreements by your 2nd day. So why is this one of the only fucking things you left in place? No crosses to bear, no responsibilities, just chocolate chip to ease your mental instability. I would say the blood's on your hands, but that's a lie, cause you don't even know where the fuck you are half the time.
something's coming. Something's coming. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Oh, I put it over here.
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. It's okay because we're gonna supplement the feeding with formula so that my baby's still getting the nutrients that they need.
And it goes a little something like this.
That's fucked up, and if that makes me a bigot, well then what's up? I'm cool with whatever you identify with, but I'll tell you right now, I ain't getting behind this. You can hate me and accuse me as crazy and come up with a bunch of different dumb excuses to say to me, but no matter what you think about this dude and this lady, that's straight up sexual abuse of a baby. Just because your nipples look like milk doesn't mean you'll be able to produce any milk from them. It's a baby, of course it's gonna latch to your udder. It doesn't know the fucking difference between the dad and the mother. You already admitted that the kid ain't getting nothing, but you keep on doing it, and to me that's sick and disgusting. It doesn't benefit shit, there's no nutritional value no matter how long that baby sucks on your nipples. So how about you just stop? It ain't a frickin' project, you can't fuck up and tell the teacher that you didn't drop it. Your kid's licking hair and sweat off a bare chest, and I'm gonna question you to his parents? Yes, of course I am. This is way past politics, no matter if you're left or right, this is bad, all of it. We used to care about the young and look out for their safety, now as long as we're happy, fuck them, they don't count, they're babies. The man's a woman and the woman's a man, but the man had the baby cause only a woman can. And as soon as he gave birth and the baby came out, they switched back. See, do you hear how fucking crazy I sound? Ain't it funny? The ones who say follow the science seem to be the same ones that always defy it. I'm sorry if I get it wrong, it's complicated stuff. It's like we're all bored and now we're starting to make shit up. How far we gonna let this go? That's an honest question. You can let me know below in the comment section. I believe you should be who you wanna be, cause this is the land of the free, but that's the wrong direction. That video was fucked up, I'll say it loud. If you think that's okay, fuck you, I'll say it proud. I'm just looking out for the baby, but watch, this is gonna be the video that ends up being taken down. But that's the world we live in, and this is what we get. A man's nipple and a baby's pucker lips. There's absolutely no point of doing it, it's sick. I mean, at that point, you might as well let it suck your dick. Forget it. Don't tread on me. Those are words that I stand by, homie. It doesn't mean I'm gangster, it doesn't mean I'm country. It means that my life is in my hands only. I don't have money for security, I don't have armed guards that I keep snug around me. You don't think I deserve protection like you do, and that means you don't give a fuck about me. Gated community, that's what you live in. Hatred and mutiny, that's what we live in. So come down here and hang with us for a minute. See if you leave with the same fucking opinion. Who's gonna help me out if I get robbed? What if somebody were to beat up my mother? Who's gonna be there to save our lives? You? Nah, me, motherfucker. I'm the only one that's got my back. It's dog eat dog, these are not no cats. There's cops in Michigan that can't even respond to their calls cause their cars ain't got no gas. Great, police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they'll arrive when you call them. The babies are starving, my girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and I are the problem. I've never brought a gun without having my background scanned and approved. The only loophole I've seen on a gun is the one that you put a fucking lanyard through. It's not true that you can go to the store and just swipe your card and get a Glock and run. It's funny, the people that say that shit have literally never even shot one. Dumbass. Hey, Matthew McConaughey. Shut the fuck up. Just cause you've murdered people on screen doesn't mean you know shit about guns, you dumb fuck. What, you're worried about us? What about all of those violent movies that you played? How about you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me what to do, okay? Uvalde? I was horrified by it. That's your hometown, you were born right by it. It probably cuts deep and I hope that it does, cause you work in an industry that glorifies violence. It's more your fault than it will ever be mine. Lord only knows how many crimes that you've influenced throughout your whole career, cause I've seen you kill people plenty of times. What do you think is gonna cause a shooting? A YouTube video of a gun review? Or a Hollywood murder scene that seems so realistic it looks like it's from the news? So next time that you wanna point your finger with a stupid opinion and chime in with it, remember, it ain't me that they're trying to be like, dog. It's you that they're trying to mimic. I feel way more safe in a place where the people are legally armed. If something happens like a mass shooting, I have a way less chance of being lethally harmed. The criminal is gonna think twice if he knows everybody is a piece underneath their clothes. And Mayor Lightfoot will probably tell you different, but have you seen Chicago? And no, before you ask, I don't wanna be like Canada either, and I don't wanna be like Australia. I'm sick of everybody using them as a humanity meter. There's a reason that they can do whatever they want to their citizens, like fucking throw them in camps. And there's a reason that our government doesn't even try that shit, cause they know that they can't. If you don't think for one split second that if we didn't have our Second Amendment, the government wouldn't overstep its boundaries and make us do shit even when we're against it, you're out of your mind. I don't give a damn where you stand or how or what you vote. That's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't. And why would I? What have they done? Give me a reason for me to believe them. They want to trade me a little security in exchange for a big-ass piece of my freedom. They don't want to take away guns because they care about you and they want to keep you safe at night. They want to take away guns because it's easy to control people if they don't have any way to fight.
Hey buddy, what's your little AR-15 gonna do when the government comes to take it?
Well, Ukraine started handing out rifles to all of the citizens when the Russians invaded, so what about that? I thought it wouldn't help. I guarantee that it'd be better than nothing. I hope it never does, but if the day comes, I bet that you're gonna wish that you had something. This is the only country on earth where the people have real strength. And nowadays, with all the shit going on, that's the only thing that makes me feel safe. If there's anything that I've learned in the past couple years looking back at the pandemic, all of the shit that we have is fragile, and it could snap at any second. Fuck all of the politicians, I don't trust anything they say. Take the word gun out of gun control and that's all that it is at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how crazy you think that I look or I sound when I say this shit, but our Second Amendment's the only thing that stands between us and a dictatorship. And as for the kids, I'm not a security expert, so I won't act like one. But I think that if we can send over $50 billion to Ukraine, we could surely spend that much, or more, or less, here in our own country to fortify our schools and make them more secure so that every kid can get an education safe and sound. Place several trained armed guards in every school across America. You know, real men who won't stand by for 45 minutes in the hallway while a shooting unfolds in front of their own eyes. And pay them well, too. There's veterans that need the work. Why not protect our kids the same way that we protect you? Politicians are protected by guns. Celebrities are protected by guns. Every important person that walks this earth is protected by a gun. But our kids, they're important. Just not as much as you. Every night before I go to sleep, I speak to the man that rules above. He helps get me through these trying times. He guides my way and gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, cause I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrificed, and when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, cause they're all gonna have to pay a massive price. But I won't, cause I live for you. No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every step I make is in your name, that'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter is coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow. Maybe circulate the air, mix it up some. No, I was kidding too, it's just a little joke. I would never disapprove. I already put the chair 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. Yup, yes my lord, vaccine cards are gonna get checked at the door. I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't, they can go next door. They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me, this is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you chumps. Fuck your narrative, I'm not gonna help you with your fable. I'm trying to keep my health stable. They don't even have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine cause he's been vaccinated, but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots, that was 6 months ago. You gotta get free, now the definition has changed. He better stop bitching cause he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could loot a Nike store. Always talking about natural immunity, vitamin C and capsules of glutamine, water and exercise, going to the gym and eating healthy, zinc and potassium. Ooh-wee. He probably loves Joe Rogan, and that's why his views are inapt. I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever relied on those? Yeah, exactly, I don't know. What, before 2020? Don't be a dummy, you know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just two different things that you can't even compare. And if you wanna go there, you're a moron if you do. Idiot, probably doesn't watch the news. He probably does his own research, he's a doctor too. Thinks critically, informs an opinion to the best of his advantage. I mean, I can't even talk to you. Have you not seen the SNL skits? Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want, huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. That was way back in the 80s, man, forget it. I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too. This is like way damn different. I'm willing to give you a second chance and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Man, I don't like to get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get. Gain of function. That's just Republicans saying some dumb shit. I don't count that, fuck it. It's not about how many mistakes you make. It's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that. There's so many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered beagles. You can murder my grandma, I wouldn't look at it as evil, as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. It's like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust is gone. I don't care that you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog. Alright, I'm done fucking around. Insanity is doing the same thing again and again and then expecting a different result. That's not the exact definition of the word, it was Einstein's, but it makes sense so it holds. Look, if I was your fitness coach and I was giving you routines to get to your goals, but you kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No. Or better yet, what if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it, and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different? I think there's a good chance you would, and if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice, and that's the good thing about living in America. At least until now, you had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody. It's really been a bitch from the start. But how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
They're following all the safety precautions. People are going to sporting events that are bigger than this. This is going to be safe. This is a sophisticated, vaccinated crowd, and this is just about optics. It's not about safety.
One hell of a party. I wish I was there. But with all this COVID, I bet you guys were scared. Well, you probably followed every rule with all the activities you did that night. I mean, you probably kept 6 feet apart the whole time, and you only took your mask off for pictures, right? I bet you did. I bet you took every precaution. I bet you stopped the party every 20 minutes just to check everybody's temperature often. I bet you did. I bet everybody had to show the proof of their vax, and if they didn't, then they had to go home because Obama would never approve of this crap. I bet all the servers and caterers had to wear gloves when they serve you your fave dessert. I really hope that you paid them first because they were risking their lives celebrating your date of birth. You said that you scaled it back cause there's too much at stake. Yeah, I bet you scaled it back cause y'all motherfuckers are a bunch of snakes. If I were to get a big group together, the media would put me through the shredder. I'd be responsible for everybody's death for the next 6 months, a super spreader. But Obama, don't be stupid, never. This event was sophisticated. This ain't no bean toss, beer chugging bullshit in the backyard listening to a playlist of country music. You dumb, useless, stupid, small little measly runts. We can party if we damn well please, but you? Not even once, don't think about it. Matter of fact, it'd be better if you just didn't think at all. Now shut the f up and put your mask on before we have to get more deeply involved. We were outside, but under a tent, so technically that makes it inside, but it was still outside. You know what I meant, shut up. Whatever, you're never gonna hear this story from us. We'll just have Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo talk about Trump and how horrible he was. The media would take a dump in their britches if they caught wind that a Republican did this. And that just goes to show the double standards and the hypocrisies when it comes to this instance. Doesn't it just piss you off? What? They come and they cut your small business off. They grip their claws around and constrict till you ain't making shit. Then they tell you to suck it up and limp it off. Yes. Then they skip and hop into their private jets and fly to Barack's island to thrive and rest, burning all that fuel into the sky while our fragile climate is in such a dire stretch. With all these dying people packed in the hospitals, I think you should feel a tad bit responsible. You could have probably killed so many friends of yours, you just added to the top of the toll. That's what you say to me when I walk into Kroger maskless. Why would I follow these rules that you yourself don't even practice? Perhaps if you stuck to your story, we wouldn't be so fucking disorderly. You say that it's dangerous and then you do shit like this, and that's just what floors me. Well, you're my role model. You're the one I'm supposed to follow, so I'm gonna call everybody I know and throw a big-ass party like there's no tomorrow. The Newsom way, the Obama way, like a Nancy Pelosi spa day. We're gonna rip the mask off and hug each other till we can't hold on any longer, yay! It may not be sophisticated as yours, but I gotta work with what my pay can afford. I'm just taking orders from the people that matter, the powerful ones. This is straight from the source. Thanks, Obama, I get the message. Your actions spoke loud and clear. The World Health Organization, the CDC, and Fauci. Here's the bottom line. Alright. How long are we gonna do this? It's all up to us and it always has been. There really ain't nothing new to it. Our rights are being stripped. All you gotta do is take a look around, and it's only gonna get worse from here unless we as a whole put our foot down.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Calvin, can we watch it?
Man, you think I should come in with you? Man, I wish that I was okay. Man, I wish that I was as smart as celebrities. Imagine having all that brain power, the things they can do in 1 minute. If I were to do it, it'd take hours. They're on a whole nother level when it comes to being a bold intellectual, so intelligible. I have trouble keeping up with them. They deserve gold medals. They have such big heads, and I don't mean egotistical. I mean that the brains are so big, it's probably hard for it to even fit in their skull. And that's why they're always high-strung and freaking out at the paparazzi. It ain't cause they're mean, it's just cause their brain's so goddamn big that it's always throbbing. We're constantly solving our country's problems. What would we do without them? I don't know. We'd be stuck on a big piece of land that nobody here has a clue how to run. We'd be fucked. And how would you know who to vote for without somebody telling you? You probably have to do your own research. Now that's bullshit you don't want to delve into. You probably have to go and actually look at the policies of each individual candidate to make sure y'all agree and see if you be cool with everything they would do. Because if they fuck up, who's paying for it? You, us, ordinary civilians. Look at the debt, we're buried in trillions. Their children are gonna be set, but yours, they ain't inheriting millions. I don't know, man. Everyone has an opinion, but who in their right minds would trust somebody who acts for a living? The ones who are posting on Twitter, you ain't in my circle if you fake, are the same ones who take life advice from people that are literally two-faced. I got a toothache, cause I'm always biting my tongue. If I don't stop, I'll chew through the bitch. Yes, everybody has an opinion, but yours happens to be stupid as shit. The ones who live the most privileged life are the very last ones that should give advice. It's easy to tell little folks what to do when you're up top looking at the city lights. You and I are total polar opposites. I'm a nobody, no one knows I exist. You're a multi-million-dollar mogul making loads of money. If you want it, you buy it. I gotta second guess myself if I wanna go splurge and buy Chick-fil-A. The amount I could save if I went to Wendy's is a big deal to me. It's like night and day. Why the hell would I listen to you? I'm broke as fuck and you're filthy rich. Nothing affects you the way it affects me, so I don't wanna hear your silly shit. Fuck you. I don't buy into your fake smile whenever you talk to the camera. Listen to you, I'd rather have Governor watch my grandma. You live in a bubble, it's been a minute since you've been through the struggle. You lost your touch, you must be off that stuff if you think you and I have things in common. Fuck your pretentious self. Nobody asked you for your hand or to lend your help. If you want everything to be so equal, then hey, how about you spread the wealth? You got a lot, you don't need all that. Folks on the block, they could eat off that. Instead of endorsing people you don't know shit about, how about you fork it up and give a little back? Give a little. I ain't talking about giving out turkeys. Nah. I'm talking about big amounts, earnings. Walk the streets and start handing out wads of relief instead of just interviewing bitch. Look at all these activists, y'all must be college graduates. I wonder what kind of law you practice, or do you just study politics? I'm asking cause you know so much. No you don't, I speak on behalf of a vast majority. We don't wanna hear you lecture us about shit. Don't act like you have authority. Please don't, just act accordingly. Yes. Stick to acting and rapping horribly. Yes. You're so detached from normalcy, nothing you say is that important to me. I ain't talking about all of them though. This is just a select few. There's also a lot that work in silence, and just so you know, I respect you. The stage you accept your Oscar on ain't a platform for you to talk so long. Take your trophy and shove it up your ass, say thank you, and keep on walking along. The moment that I become famous and rich and I'm living the life of Riley, when it comes to politics, I'll shut the fuck up. Cause I know that most situations won't apply to me.
And out. Son of a bitch.
What the fuck? We got him.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he's a thinker. Yeah, well, he's out here thinking.
Go fuck yourself.
You want us to kill him or pay him?
You finna online date chat, find a mate chat, open up BOK ass, okay yeah, profile picture looking tight chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right chat, precise chat, but before you find a date chat, you gotta wait chat, gotta go vaccinate chat, get it straight chat.
Alright, listen, you probably think I'm anti-vax, but you be wrong. I'll tell you, that's an anti-fact. There's a lot of people close to me that had the vaccination. I'd be dumb to hope for something bad to happen after taking it. Loved ones in my family, like my girl and my mom did it, so I keep my fingers crossed and stay optimistic and positive. If the shit is fraudulent, I'll be deeply affected, even though I didn't take it, so I keep peace and respect it. Believe me, I'm skeptic. There's parts of me that doubt it, yo, but I'm not standing in front of the doctor's offices and shouting no. All I can do is go to the bar and buy a couple of beers and look up to the sky and hope that they're fine in a couple years. I really mean it. It doesn't mean I'm gonna take it though. It's up to me if I want that shit inside me. You can't make me go. This ain't some sort of rebellion to stick it to the man. I just don't know what the hell you're sticking in me, man. Am I crazy for that? Do I sound insane to you? Do I read the ingredients every time I make some food? Not every time, but sometimes you bet your tail I do. I even read the pill bottles of all my medication too. Fucking shoot me. God, what a madman I am. I think he's crazy. Somebody schedule a CAT scan for Sam. He's out his mind. He's being so hesitant for nothing. He acts like he can't understand our president or something. It's not for your protection, you're protecting us, buddy. But if you already got it, you're protecting me, dummy. You're not gonna get infected, I'm not worried about getting it. So in the end, it doesn't really make a fucking difference if I get the shot or not. Plus, I've already been sick. You don't know how long that lasts. Well, neither do you, dipshit. I don't care what kind of prizes you have. Mayor de Blasio can shove his burgers and fries up his ass. Vaccination, you fucking weirdo. You really want me to get it? Offer me a beer, bro. I'm not a kid, you can't bribe me with a Happy Meal. You really think I saw that and was like, alright, that's a deal. Everybody's so offended by everything, but when we get treated like we're all idiots, no one says a thing. Imagine having to carry around a passport to travel within your own country. Now that's force. I know, kids need one so they can go to school, but I shouldn't have to get one just to go to the pool. That's where I'm at. So go ahead and take it if you wish. I hope everything's okay and that it's straight and it's legit, and every COVID case that you come face to face with is dismissed. I hope it saves you, hope it makes you feel safe throughout this shit. I really do. Why would I hope for the worst? That would mean I'm banking on my own folks getting hurt. That's why I hate when people wish for us to fail, cause it affects us all. You would die too if the US unexpectedly falls. I don't know, there's something about it though. I'm not saying don't get it, just don't shove it down my throat. Hey juvenile, I hope that check was huge, cause you look like a fucking moron, and so did Manny Fresh too. You sound dumb, you should shut that ass up. You a clueless motherfucker, you should shut that ass up. I'm like, huh? You should shut that ass up. You a stupid motherfucker, you should shut that ass up. Anything for some cash, yeah.
Hey Sam, you wanna take a shot?
Did you guys just hear what I fucking said?
No, fuckface. This kind of shot.
Yeah, asshole.
Oh, that kind of shot. Yes. Cut it. Let's get fucked up. Come on.
I got the business in the front and party in the back. Whenever I pass by, I give women heart attacks. I don't gotta work out, I let the mullet flex, no stress. The follicle fountain's in full effect. Word to my boy Riff, word to my man Theo. My lady broke up with me cause she's sick of my damn ego. If you don't like my mullet, I don't want you anyway. Now she's all up in my DMs and texting me every day cause she misses it. Used to say I look ridiculous, but now she envisions it on other dudes when they're hitting it. She's got a broken heart and nothing to fix it with, and I got a sore scalp from other chicks that are gripping it. When I got my hair cut, the barber said sure, and she started buzzing with a wide smile. And when she got done and I was walking out the door, she said it's more than a hairdo, it's a lifestyle. My mullet, my mullet, it's my mullet. I really don't think you understand. It's my mullet, my mullet, it's my mullet. If you ain't got one, then you ain't a man. I'm your lady's boy toy. She calls me her pet mullet. That's why when I come around, she blushes and sweats bullets. It ain't cause I treat her right, it ain't cause I care, no. It ain't even cause my game, it's cause of the hair, dog. She likes how it flows from the front to the back. It's enough to make a hoe wanna jump in the sack. There's so many reasons why she loves it, in fact. Her favorite one is when I eat it, she has something to grab. What you know about not getting hair in your nose? But the back still flutters in the air when it blows. It's the best of both worlds, I can put the top down, and I have to push it out of my face when I ride around. I'm covered, even in the winter when it's frigid. My neck is never chilly cause the wind can never hit it. If you wanna look like me, then grab those clippers, get to snipping. If you won't admit this haircut is bitchin', then you're tripping. My mullet, my mullet, it's my mullet. I really don't think you understand. It's my mullet, my mullet, it's my mullet. If you ain't got one, then you ain't a man.
Just don't think he'd understand.